Oh, hello. Welcome to another review. By the way, I was trying to make that better, but it didn't work out. Anyways, my voice is actually sounding a little better. Not getting any better, by the way. It just sounds a little better right now. Drinking a lot of tea. Trying to improve. So, news is out on these units, and I've established my opinion. So far, there are some things I didn't look over, so we can look them over together, but for the most part I think I have an established opinion on each of the units. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? So, let's go get into the most predictable one, and the one I like the least. I think someone said... I actually don't remember what someone had a name for this, but I kind of already forgot it. Phoenix Jake is just what I'm gonna say. Sorry to the person who did say that. I already forgot. I'm sorry. My memory's been a little bit hazy because I've been sick. When you're this sick, you kind of have a different mindset on certain things. With that in mind, anyways, TMR is okay, but it doesn't really do anything for him. Actually, I don't really know when this would ever be useful. It just feels like it's a filler. It reminds me a lot of the Final Fantasy X2 units where all their TMRs were just average to bad for Summon Fest unit. And keep in mind, guys, all three of these units are Summon Fest. When you expect it to be something a little better than this, like what? I'm sorry, I don't really value this TMR very high. I'm sorry. It's just, it doesn't seem very bad. And his STMR also loses a lot of value because it's not one-handed. I mean, yes, it's good for him, but it would have been nice in the future if this was somehow one-handed, if this guy was true dual-wield, which he is not, by the way. It just would have been nice if there was a one-handed gun that a lot of people can use that would have guts on it. But it is what it is, it's okay, but I don't value it very high. In fact, I was valuing it pretty high until I saw that two-handed part. Anyways, you know, guys know how it goes. It's the typical Regina, modifier boost thing. It's not really that exciting to me, despite what anyone says. I just don't find this exciting. They've done this many times already, and I'm sure he's really strong. There's a lot of modifier boosts and things of that nature, but I just don't find it very exciting. And most finishers like this can't be brought into a real trial, despite what anyone says. You normally can't bring finishers to a trial. Sure, you can bring them to like the easy ones. Like, you can bring anything to Lich at this point, or, stuff like that. But try bringing a finisher to the bug trial. See how that works for you. It's not gonna work out too well. Promise. Anyways, let's have some nice killers. His killer's actually pretty impressive. If only he had actually a real chaining move, that might actually be valuable. If he was more like Irvine, I think it would be a lot better, but nope, they had to go the Regina route. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, he's obviously better than Regina because he does have imbues in his kit, which he can use in his 5 cast. That's pretty nice. I noticed that you can't. Why can't you use this move? Oh, this is it. I thought that you were just putting. What? Now what's the reason for this? Now I understand what the modifier buff for it. I think this is gonna be like one of those things. This is just one of those things like with Squall, where he can't use his one ability in his triple cast. It's just another one of those things that they make really weird. I don't know if this is worth it because you're just using this one time. Can't use this in his triple. Can't use this in his quad cat or pentacast. So like, what's the point? I mean, sure, it gives a 20 times mod, which is crazy, but is it really worth it? No, I don't think it is. Maybe if there's like a time where you have all these things already locked and loaded, and you just want that 20 times mod boost, and you just single cast it, I guess. I just don't find that to be very useful. I just don't find that to be very useful, because the modifier on that move is very low. Keep in mind, guys, that modifier is only 5 times. With ignore defense, that's fine, but I just think it's not that useful. And his Lone Burst is very high, with a unique thing where it gives him auto revive, which is pretty nice, and also 50 times mod boost. I mean, that's respectively pretty high. I'm giving him props with the mod boosts, that's for sure. Yeah. Wait, what? No. Okay, that went out the window already. It gives the mod boost. Hold up. Are all these things giving mod boost to this one thing you can't cast? I thought it was gonna be to this one. Hold up. We gotta do some exploration here. Let's do exploration. Okay. That one is getting, so like it's just a little weird though. I mean, even the people who might like these kind of characters, that is still, you gotta have to admit that this is a little strange that he can't use this move that he gets mod boosts. Like, this is one of his main moves. Like, I thought this was his main move, but this gives a 50. Okay, well, I guess what you would be doing is, I guess you're single casting it after he uses the Lone Burst, because it gets a 50 fucking times mod. You can't ignore that. That's insanely high. So, turn 1, you get all your, killers if you need them. You get the cooldowns if you need them. You get the imbue. This is like the prep turn, and then obviously you finish at the end with this. This only gives 10. I don't know. So, turn 1, I guess you would use both of these cooldowns. I guess you would have to. That already gives you half. He has 100% LB fill rate and 8. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna get his Lone Burst off the first turn. So first turn, use the first 2 cooldowns. It's a lot of MP, by the way. That's a lot of MP to use. So I guess you're gonna have to keep up with that. You're gonna have to like give him a lot of MP, because that's actually, if you look at his MP costs, those are pretty high. Yeah, so use these 2 cooldowns, use killers if needed, use one of these imbues. Oh, these give 10 as well, so I guess he'll get it regardless. He'll get it because it only costs 40, so 2 of these is already 20. Use one of the killers, that's already 30, and use the imbue, that's already 40. So you're already set, and then you use this 175% Lone Burst damage. Turn 2, use Lone Burst, which is pretty crazy damage, and then turn 3, you single cast this, I guess, because that's basically when these modifiers are gonna turn off. So then turn 4, you just basically do everything all over again. Probably would never want to use this unless you're like in a situation. Turn 3, you just do the same thing I just said all over again from turn 1. It's actually a very simple rotation compared to like Noctis or something like that, but yeah, this guy is really simpleton. Another Regina clone. I'm impressed by the mods, but it's just, this is not my style of unit. So if this is your style of unit, welcome to Regina clone number 503. That in mind, let's move on to the next unit. Lichkmi. I could usually say that better, but right now I can't. And this TMR is basically focus counter, like CG focus counter and TMR. And the STMR is pretty good, but it's an STMR, so I would expect it to be pretty good, right? Yeah, it's just alright. The AoE charm immunity is pretty nice though. The stat one is not really that impressive. So yeah, she is the next generation of Breakers, but the catch is I don't think that she completely power creeps Riku. In my opinion anyways. I really don't think that she power creeps Riku, because Riku still has the Mirage. You know, she has the AoE Thunder Imbue, she has the AoE Auto Revive, things of that nature that she can do. Whereas, I mean, yes, Lid can do 80% breaks and all that kind of good stuff, but I personally don't feel like that she power creeps Riku. So if you were saving for Riku, you are more than fine going for Riku. For people on the JB side that still has an older breaker, I think this is the time you might want to go for them. But I'm not convinced that this is better than Riku. I'm not saying that she's worse, that Lid is worse than Riku though. Because obviously her breaks are higher. I'm not disproving that. I'm just saying that I think that I value Riku's kit a little bit more, and I like Riku in general, so I'm just gonna keep using Riku even if I have this unit, in my opinion. So she has a lot of nice things in her kit. I like the cooldowns that she has, something that you would expect Lakshmi to have. This buff, this thing in particular, is something I've been using a lot on Serena, so this is pretty nice to have on a breaker for no less. I don't know what she can use with a triple cast, because it has not been. Oh, here, okay. Well, the triple cast, at least she can imperil and break with the triple cast, and use this one ability that you lower the one ally. She basically gives a chaining frame similar to Regis or Fid, and the 2 times everything else. So the triple cast doesn't really power creep her because Riku doesn't have triple cast, but to be honest, the triple cast doesn't really, if you think about it, it doesn't really do much more. Like if you look at Riku's kit and you look at this triple cast, what is this really accomplishing? Because Riku can also do this, a similar thing of using her single target or her breaks in her kit, besides her limit burst, of course. So this triple cast isn't really doing anything if you think of it in a large scale. So I guess that's a thing. And Riku's breaks that you can use in her kit are AoE, whereas these are higher ones are single target. That's also kind of a thing. That's why I'm saying that she's not really power creeping Riku. Like I'm not bullshitting you. I'm saying that. So Lid is definitely sharing the top spot of breaker, but to be fair, there really hasn't been much competition for breakers in a long time, so that's fine. I think if you have Riku on the JB side right now, you're fine. You don't need to go for her. If you have someone a lot older, like Locke or something, I guess you definitely can go for Lichkmi at this point. And onto the grand finale, the main event, the 1-2 punch, the next best mage on the JB side. Did this surprise anybody? It didn't surprise me. I already looked at her TMR when it was reviewable, and I knew that she was going to be something. So her TMR is very good. STMR is very good, except I don't really like this part too much. I just noticed this. I don't like that too much, but that's fine. And as you can see there, she has 3 chaining families, 4 dark visions, because this is a dark vision trade that she is debuting in. Obviously they would do that. Obviously they would do that. And as you can see here, I mean, she has mild boost galore. She has 3 chaining families. She has 300% magic boost, similar to Luciano. Yeah, it's just, this is pretty crazy. And on top of that, this move right here is absolute bonkers. And I'm sure it gets lots of mod boosts because it costs 45 crystals. So you can probably only use it once. Probably can only use that once per cast. That's getting a 3 times mod boost that can't be dispelled. That's pretty good. Okay, it only gets that 3 times mod boost, so you would use this once while using something else. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. I have to say that she's definitely a top tier unit. Yeah, the slump burst is gonna hit really hard, and the typical imperils that you would normally expect from CG Darkfina, for example. The weakness that I only saw is this is not really gonna be something that an F2P player, unless you got lucky, can equip, because she only has 50% magic true to wield. And for anyone who's playing on the JP side knows that magic true to wield is not really the easiest thing to obtain. Almost everything that's magic true to wield is limited time only for an STMR. Like Quistis STMR, Gilgamesh's STMR, not the old one, or the Vision's limited time only unit version, and her own STMR. So I think it'll be a little easier to gear her on global because of Nagi and all that kind of stuff, but on the JP side we don't really have that kind of luxury. So yes, she has the 6 times cap. She has a lot of insane killers, and before you say anything, you might say, hey, those aquatic and plant and insect killers are really niche. Why aren't you talking about those? I am talking about them because you might think that they're niche, but actually these quote-unquote niche killers are actually starting to become a lot more useful, because now Alum is starting to make a lot more trials where you need those kind of killers like plant and bug. And certain people in my Discord right now can definitely relate to this, because there's a bug trial right now. There's a bug in plants and all that kind of good stuff. So these killers are definitely gonna be very useful. Beast, I'm not so sold on just yet, but Machine is always useful. She's kind of missing Demon Killer, but would have been nice if Demon or Human Killer in there. But 150% Dragon Killer and even 200% with their TMR equipped. It's quite nice. 200% Magic Demon Killer is pretty insane. The only other negative I see is that she has to equip Bahamut, because 200% stab bonus, and you can't ignore that. I know it's kind of like a meme that the other Esper units, like you equip them for like lore reasons or whatever. That's like a Discord joke, but like I think you can't really ignore that. 200% is really high. The other ones have only been like 50% or 100, 200% bonus. So yes, Bahamut 2-star does have killers, but they're So hopefully Bahamut 3-star comes out eventually. So then CG Citra does insane damage, I guess. XD. That's a joke, by the way. Bahamut 3-star should come out, I don't know when, but hopefully soon. Then this 200% stat bonus will become even more crazy. But I think the verdict is out already. I don't think I really need to say much. You can quadcast, so she can chain with D-Soul. D-Soul finally has a chaining partner, so she can quadcast. So I don't think much needs to be said on that part. You can chain with Syphilis. You can chain with herself, with Darkfina, CG Darkfina, which I never even thought of until just now. And these ones, I don't really know yet. This is still a budding chaining family on the JP side, so we'll have to know what these ones are going to be like. But yeah, this is definitely a top tier mage in the game right now. With that in mind, let me know which one's your guys' favorite. Is it Phoenix Jake? Is it Ligkmi? Or is it Adafina? Is that the one? Is that what I called it in the Discord? Or because people didn't like it when I said that, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Just like the video if you want. I don't care. Oh, which one was it? I'm scrolling. Dabafina. That's what it was. Dabafina is the name I'm going to name her. And if you watch all the way through, which is, oh man, this is already almost 20 minutes long. Let's end this quickly. The hashtag word, if you watch all the way through and you didn't skip to the end, I guess. If you skip to the end, you're cheating. And you should be ashamed of yourself, XD. If you watched all the way through, the hashtag word is Esper units. Hashtag Esper units is the keyword for the ending of the video. Let me know what you guys think. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like the video or dislike it, whatever you want to do. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.